There we go. Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Mm, okay. 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 Is it working? All right. Mic volume. I can't tell. Um. So anyway, uh, you know, sometimes I check out different clips on the internet. Um, I was covering different channels at different points. Um, we were covering, what was it, Nightwave Radio at one point, and yeah, let's see what happened there. Um, he's got the Friday night free. All right, let's check out the Friday night free for all and see what he's doing with that.
Now, some people are concerned that they might have to go for a long period of time without power or electricity. That's why
Fuck the commercial.
The food inside there is designed to last 25 years. That's because...
All right. There we go. Are we liking what we're seeing? The Nightwave show. It's a high quality. Well, I mean, high quality for what they wanted to.
That's the struggle.
We're just gonna cruise on through the intro because who knows how long it's gonna go. But you know, it's fun, it's exciting, it's interesting. It's all the things that you know and
My dear, I'm wanting you. My dear, too far to be. My dear, inside my eyes, I'm blind. You shine. This is where I want to. Never leave me. Never leave alone.
They're all beta bells. Nation. but it's being you off of the planet. You can't just do it because you're a devil. And you can't stand against truth. And you've chosen the wrong side, and you're going to be destroyed. Guys, watch this, guys.
I remember just constant, absolute terror, and I can't explain how intense, how strong, how all-encompassing that terror is. Unless you do this, you're gonna get killed. You're gonna die.
Is Nightwave Radio. I am your illustrious host, Mersh. And let's get after it. Ghost of Mersh on Twitter, Mersh Comedy on Instagram, nightwavetalk@gmail.com. Take a moment, if you will. We are live on Rumble, exclusively on Rumble. Make sure you hit the up fingers and follow us if you're not already. Share it out on your Twitter if you're that nice. And, consider supporting this fine program. It is 100% fan supported. Everything I do, I get to do because of you guys. It is much appreciated. RevengeOfTheSith.com/Nightwave. You want to donate over there, buy a coffee, whatever you want to do, or just donate via Rumble. Unless, of course, you're using Android. It's been a good work. It's been a good evening.
Good evening.
Alex Steinkraut here. Why are you writing? First of all, why are you writing in all caps? Listen, new guy. Hey, new guy. Relax with the fucking all caps. Oh, no.
You don't like the all cap. No good.
I gotta go get my lighter. It's not in my man purse, so I'm already fucking the show up tonight. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Thank you. Let me go get my lighter. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize I don't have it. Man, I sure hope that teeny tiny little bit of gabapentin I had left works on Marge tonight.
Gabapentin.
She has just been insufferable. Anyway, welcome, guys. Man, we got some stuff to talk about tonight. Some stuff to cover. You know, it's not a, I'm kidding. It's not a man puss. Man puss. It's not a purse. It's a
chipper.
It's a sling bag
situation.
It's just a sling bag. You know, it's one of those. It's one of those like half-ass backpacks. It's got one strap, and you just kind of sling it over your shoulder. But it's not that much of a pussy accessory because I keep a gun in it. Anything that's got a gun in it is cool. Yeah, it's a tiny fag pack. It's not a purse. A purse would hang on the side, you know, and you would carry it. This is a sling bag that I keep my gun in.
It's a fag pack.
I keep everything in there. Drugs, guns, fake passports, fucking stolen diamonds.
Who's doing the fag pack?
Think girls carry those little bags. All right, fine. It's probably a girl bag. I don't care. You know what I hate? I hate carrying shit around in my fucking pockets. Drives me up a wall. Hate it. By the way, the inflation is real tonight. Tonight I went out. This is what I had for dinner. You know,
What's some
I went
shit?
out because I wanted to get a little bit of this fake weed, so I'd have something to smoke this weekend. I still don't have dabs.
He's got fake. weed.
So I went
I'm not
and
doing
got-
any.
I was
weed,
like,
but he's
I'm in the
doing
mood for a hot dog.
That's interesting.
Not just any hot dog. I was like, I want to look up a place that's like known for having a good hot dog. I don't know why. I just wanted a hot dog tonight.
All right. Get
I went and got a hot
You don't have
dog
to justify it.
with
You don't have to
just
get out.
sauerkraut, brown mustard,
I'm getting a hot dog.
and a little thing of
Hot
chili
dog.
cheese tots and a small fountain drink. It was $11. $11. And the more this shit happens, the less I've been going out. Every time I go out now, I'm like, how much? And I'm not like that. I'm not that kind of guy. You ask anybody who knows me, I'm never.
If you know me,
Royce has been around me the longest. Royce
know
knows I
so.
never scoff at the price of things. I just don't.
except for now,
Um,
except for
You know, I
yeah,
have
75.
I have gone out on. I've taken a girl out to dinner one time. Well, I took her and her friend out to dinner. I wasn't banging them both, but I was banging the one chick. And I took her and her friend out to dinner because I wanted to be a good sport. But we were in Vegas.
What happened?
The dinner was like $500. A $500 dinner. But it was at a place where, you know, for the time and the place and the ambiance and the service and the food, I was like, no big deal, right? Hey, charge it to the game. So I don't really ever, like, you're never going to see me like James from Love on the Spectrum, like, what is this kitchen fee? I don't care. I'm usually like, I don't give a fuck, right? But a hot dog, some chili cheese tots, and a fucking small Coke Zero, $11 and like 40 something cents. So I'm like, all right, you know what, man? I'm not, from now on, if I want a hot dog, I'm just going to go to the store and buy hot dogs.
Okay.
But that was a good point. I always have hot dogs on hand. Honestly, I've been meaning to buy hot dogs, and I forget every single time. Every time I go shopping, I'm like, I don't think I forgot anything. And I go home and I'm like, I want to get hot dogs. Because it sucks. That's the economy we're in now. We're now in an economy where I clear around 100,000 a year. I've never actually broken 100,000. Thanks, Joe Biden.
He's making money.
I hit 94,000. Is my highest year I've ever made. And then I think actually, thanks to inflation, I think in 2023 I made less than 2022. No, because we had the Rumble deal, and the Rumble deal probably was, but Nightwave made less.
Rumble deal.
I'll probably make the same. I'll probably not quite hit 100 a year.
I need to
And
hear
then this year, I'm probably going to end up making less because everybody's broke, unless we get a Republican. But I'm just saying, bro, like, I'm at that point where I'm making almost 100K a year. It's before taxes. Someone had to say it said before or after taxes. Before. Bro, if I'm clear, dude, trust me, if I was making 94 grand a year after taxes, oh my God. That's a totally different ball game here. If I was taking home 94 grand, I would be fucking insane. No, 94 before. But it's cheeseburger 6, 100K a year is the new 50K a year. Yeah, and it's a higher tax bracket, and it's got me eating hot dogs. It's got me eating hot dogs. Assume it's related to Rumble gayness. No, it's not. Honestly, the only thing, my only complaint about Rumble at this point is they do. Yeah, they're not responsible for it, but there's certainly, because of them, there's a fucking ceiling in what you can make now. There's no Android app processing payments. There's a lot of, getting people over from Patreon to locals is hard. Getting them off of YouTube onto Rumble is hard. So there's definitely a fucking ceiling, Is she starting already? I guess the gabapentin didn't work. Anyway, cop versus cop. I've been waiting for this. Well, actually, it's cop versus sheriff. Let's do this. Let me set up this video. And, first off, I hate to walk away again, but just give me 1 second. I'm going to shut this door because she's never going to fucking stop.
Ray's taking a break to take his dog out, I guess. Who let the dog out? Who let the dog out? Remember that song? Everybody loves that song. We thought it was such an amazing song. thought it was like the coolest thing ever.
I think Marge is going to take Clarence's spot as the new leader of the new ball of existential dread that lives in this house. Fuck, I forgot to shut the door. It's exactly why I just walked over there. Fuck you. Sorry.
He
Hang on
forgot
one
to
second.
do the thing that he just.
Fucking ridiculous.
Are you shitting me? He got up and forgot what he was doing. Classic. Love it. How do you not love this goofball guy?
Sorry about that. She's actually been pretty decent lately, but like she's not as much in heat right now. But it's like it's the most annoying thing in the world to just hear like this, like really loud yelling. And then I'll walk in a room and I'm like, "What's the matter with you?" And then she just looks at me and goes, "Meh," like this little meow. And then I'm like, "Oh," and then I go to pet her and she walks away. So I try to play with her like with a toy or something. Doesn't want to play. Doesn't want me to pet her. I don't know what she wants. Hopefully that gabapentin kicks in. Anyway, so we got cop versus sheriff. This is a this is literally my favorite type of video. If I have one genre of video, if I had to pick a single genre of internet video for the rest of my life to cover,
is that like what they put in?
I would pick cop versus sheriff every
wonder
time.
if
It's
the same
always fun to watch these
in
cops
those hills, those
get in a fucking dick
gummy
measuring contest over jurisdiction and fucking it's the best.
those gummy.
FOMO, thank you for tenses off to a great start. Happy Friday, everyone. Yeah, I literally left the room 5 times.
People want to know, so tell me.
Let me see. That's what I just did, Shardy, you fucking retard. You can't just keep the door closed while on the air and leave until the break. Yeah, that's what I just did, faggot.
Yeah, you fucking
So
faggot.
anyway, but if I do that, then Louis scratches at the fucking door, and you guys don't hear that, but it drives me fucking nuts.
You're a
So here we go.
fucking
Cop versus sheriff. This was in Oklahoma.
It'll be 777. Hello.
Are you sure Jameson? I'm going to SWAT call.
Okay, so this what could you do an 85 and a 55?
I was going.
Going where?
Call out.
Where we going?
The SWAT call out right over here.
I didn't know we had one.
We have an armed guy barricaded in the house. Just be a police officer and
Where at?
right down here on.
So let me give you some background. This is in Lexington, Oklahoma, and these are the Cleveland County sheriffs. Lexington police pulled over a Cleveland County sheriff in an unmarked car who was doing like 30, 85 and a 55, whatever. And no lights on, no sirens, whatever. So the Lexington cop pulls him over. What the fuck's going on? Oh, what are you doing? You know, whatever. And he's like, oh, we have a standoff. We have an armed standoff in your town, and we're responding with SWAT. That's all you need to know so far. Now, the other background on this is nobody told the Lexington police that they're operating a goddamn SWAT raid in their town.
Here in Lexington?
Yeah.
We have an armed person we don't know about. All right, I'll call our chief and let him know. 301 Lex. According to the Cleveland County Sheriff, we have a hostage situation at that location.
Okay, lets the sheriff go. Oh shit! All right, go to your call, but I'm gonna come with you and let my chief. Triple N said he's clearly a cop. Look at his hat. Yeah, but this is also Oklahoma, so everyone has that hat. It's a lot of police presence. This is the chief of Lexington Police. I gotta say, he's not starting this off the best. He certainly didn't start this off with any kind of tact. He just walked up to the sheriff and said, "Hey, want to tell me what the fuck's going on?" So that's not a great start.
Where's Captain Tom? Captain Hawk. Yeah. Where's Timmy?
Excuse me, sir. What's going on? We realize that I'd like to know what's going on in my own city.
We would have notified you, sir.
We would have?
Yeah.
My city, by the way, I hate these fucking cops. I hate these fucking my city.
Hold on. I've been at the city. I've been down there to the PD all day. All right. Let's go this way.
So I got to say right away, look, if it's cops fighting each other, I'll let them fight each other to the fucking death. I don't care. I'm not rooting for either side. However, the sheriff's made an error in, properly notifying the city, whatever. I can understand it being a disagreement. You can get lawyers involved in that. There's plenty you can do to rectify that situation without it getting into fucking, goddamn, World War III. However, there's a way to talk to people, and I don't think the sheriff really knows how to talk to people. Social observer saying there's history between these two. I don't know if you're saying that out of like something, or if you're just reading a vibe, but I think you're right. There is a vibe there that these two don't like each other.
Yeah. It says Lexington was notified, they refused to respond according to the call.
Go down here, guys.
Okay, I don't know who the said that. First of all, sir, I know you're the chief. I'm just telling you, I don't appreciate all of this going on and nobody notified me about it.
Okay. I'm sorry, what's your name?
You want later?
Sir. I am too. You're not going to talk about chief like that, sir. That's not going to happen.
You can get the out of my face. I don't care who you are. Okay? This is my county, too.
Back up, man.
Damn, fucking Michael Elgin over here.
No, you don't.
He just said, what's
This is going to be good.
according to the call,
You need to stop.
Lexington.
He took his hand off that sheriff's deputy real fast. He literally touched his chest and said, "Don't," and then he went, "You don't." And you notice? Did you see the hand move away? It was very funny. Pay attention when this guy comes in. He goes, "Don't," and then he literally puts his hand on his chest. "You don't." And he's like, "You don't." He took his hand away real fast.
Or, okay, this is my county, too.
Back up, man.
See,
Oh shit!
this big boy.
Back up. You don't.
He just said, what's
This is going to be good.
according to the call,
You need to stop.
Lexington PD was notified.
Chill out. Back up. Everything's going to be
Which way
okay.
is on?
But you need to back up.
Which way is on?
You can back up. Negative.
This right here ain't
We're not going to be
Shit.
okay. The sheriff, you need to back up out of my face, sir.
Mike
You have no
Awesome.
authority.
You're not gonna tell me what to do, my
A lot of oddheads here. So a lot of people are saying that there's
Hold
a
on.
big rift between, that's in any place. Obviously county boys and city boys don't get along. But Lexington is pretty, I guess it's close enough to Oklahoma City, but it's still pretty much out there in the middle of nowhere. If that's considered a city, well, it is. It says Lexington is a city in Cleveland County. Population was 2,000. What's the minimum for a city?
Okay.
Because I thought it was up to. I'm going by Sim City rules. Up to 5,000, I think, before you're even a town.
You're not gonna get in my sheriff's face, just like you told me.
Your hands off me, man. Back up, John.
Pull him back. No, he just came up in my face and said the same shit.
Go to jail. Stop.
Can we hear me now?
This is our operation.
Oh yeah, perfectly clear. Perfectly clear. Come on.
Oh, city boys got cucked.
I want that lieutenant's name so I can put his hands on me.
So anyway, that's the only
Okay.
video that's come out from this.
That's how we do the.
Find
That's how we do the sound in the microphone.
This was from
All
February
right, that's a little
7th.
better.
So this was not this incident, but
Okay.
This article is from February 7th.
Because I was always wondering about that. Like,
tension spilled over between members of an
how that
Oklahoma
worked.
police force after a traffic stop of a county sheriff alerted them to a secret SWAT team operation. The altercation was sparked after a Lexington police officer was pulled over. Well, I know the story. So
All
what
right.
happened was,
there we go.
what had happened was, allegedly there was a
allegedly
bounty
what?
hunter, or whatever you want to call
Allegedly, you're a bitch.
them. I know they don't like that term, bounty hunter, or whatever they are. There was a bounty hunter that was going to arrest a former Tulsa police officer for something. I don't know. He was obviously jumping bail or something. So they were going in to bring him
Bailing
in.
himself
The guy
out.
located the former cop, the suspect. The guy fucking barricaded himself in his house, I guess. Said he wasn't coming out. Thank you. A bondsman or a fugitive recovery agent. So he contacted the Lexington Police Department, the local jurisdiction. And he said, I got this fucking standoff with this guy. I'm a bail agent, whatever. And they're like, you know, I guess they just didn't get back to him. Small town bullshit, right? They just didn't get back to him. So he calls the sheriffs and he's like, yo, I tried contacting the police a couple times. They're not contacting me back. And, you know, I need some assistance here. This guy's barricaded in, blah, blah, blah. And then I guess these guys just didn't follow up with Lexington at all. And that's when this pissing contest started. I love a good cop versus cop moment, though. Let me see if they actually have any more in this. Is erratic. So it's saying that the cops were in the wrong, basically. Everyone thinks the cops are in the wrong here. I mean, they're all assholes. I don't know. I will say this, man. If it was in my town, I could tell you right now, like my town where I live, Lakeland.
Yeah, bro.
is
Tell us.
the police department, like the chief of police here, he does whatever the fuck Grady Judd tells him.
He does whatever
In
the
fact,
fuck he wants.
Most
He's in
of
charge.
the chief of police, like any of the
He's
police
in
chiefs,
charge
like
of the
Auburndale, Haines City.
He's the Indian chief of
Davenport,
police.
Claremont, not Claremont. Well, Claremont's
He's
Lake.
the fucking.
You know, Lakeland, Polk City. Like, there's so
champ,
many police
bro.
departments, right? And they're all little police departments.
Listen, man. I'm Mersh,
Grady
and I'm
Judd
gonna
says.
tell.
Polk County Sheriff.
I'm gonna
reigns
tell
supreme
you
around.
everything about police. As a guy who's never
And I'm
been
a lot
in the
more likely to
police,
talk my way out of a speeding ticket
you know,
or something with a Lakeland PD.
he thinks
than I
he's
am
an
a fucking
expert on
Polk County.
police because he's been pulled over 1,000 times.
Yeah, social observer. Sheriffs can
You know?
literally organize a citizen militia, and cops are
As
income
if that's the
generators.
same
That's
thing
pretty
as
much
being a
it.
cop.
Yeah, I mean, 'cause the sheriffs are the ones that fucking.
He's
do
a
the
silly
warrants.
boy.
They're the ones. Honestly, if they're doing like
And
a
that's
fucking,
why we love
even
him.
if they're executing a fucking,
He's
a,
fucking
warrant
ridiculous.
and they're taking somebody in, like calling the local cops is just a fucking courtesy at that point.
Isn't
But
he just
yeah, I
silly?
fucking. Triple N said, yeah, because if you don't, this is what you get. I mean, that's a good point too. Where's the
That's
really good one?
it.
Where's the really good one? Fuck, let me see if I can find
That's
it.
what you get when you mess with others.
Which one? This one. This was one of my favorites.
Inside the city or out here? Just right here. Okay.
Go pull the video at Valero. You get on my traffic stop again, I will arrest you.
Yeah,
I will arrest you, buddy.
By the way,
Fuck
this one's
you,
even
buddy.
better because this is a cop fighting with the actual sheriff.
Do it.
Fuck you, buddy.
Do it, Ode.
Go for
Do it. There's cameras at Valero, and there's
Can you
cameras.
imagine being the guy that's
you,
pulled
bro.
over? I
You're
would give
fucking
anything.
gay. I'm pulling you
By the
over
way,
for being a
if you get pulled
fag.
over and this happens, you're getting your ticket thrown out. There's no way No fucking way you don't go to court and you don't get that ticket thrown out. If I recall correctly, this guy did like a rolling stop at a red light or a stop sign or whatever, and he was getting pulled over for that. And that's but dude, this is fucking. You get pulled over in this shit, I would be howling laughing if I got pulled over
Howling
for
like,
just
oh.
basic traffic bullshit. And I'm sitting there, and the sheriff came and started screaming at the cop who gave me that. I'd be like, "Yo, this is lit, bro." If Grady Judge showed up and started screaming at a Lakeland police officer that pulled me over, I'd be going, "Yo, what is going on, dude?"
Yeah.
This is
Inside the city or out here?
Just right here.
Okay.
Go pull the video at Valero. You get on my traffic stop again, I will arrest you.
Yeah, I'll arrest you.
I'll arrest
Do it.
Charges.
I'll arrest the shit out of you.
Do it,
Go it. Go for
Do
it.
it. There's
Brother.
cameras at Valero, and there's cameras at Napa that see you pulled out.
Shut your mouth.
You don't talk to me like that. I'm not your boy.
Talk to you, boy. You a boy.
Thank you.
That is the
Thank you, sir. Everybody, thank you.
that is the oldest man I have ever, the oldest redneckiest man I have ever heard. So I'll call somebody a fuck boy.
Thank you.
Count 302, status check.
Info. Mother.
Motherfucker. I love this, dude.
That was
You a
good.
fuck boy. I
That
might need
was
that as a
amazing.
sound drop. Yeah, you a fuck boy. Slim Dog says, "We don't take kindly people don't take kindly to people around here." Officer Fuckboy. That's fucking hilarious. Seriously, the oldest man who's ever said that in my fucking you a fuck boy. Zen Rhino for 5 says surgery went well, even though there were 7 women in the operating theater. Oof. Helping out the male anesthesiologist and surgeon. Well, at least they were just handing them things. They were playing Taylor Swift before I went under. I ate me some bison burgers, and now I'm ready to watch Nightwave and drink some Jameson Slancha. Well, I mean, Slancha, but dude, right after surgery? I mean, Christ. Come on, Zen, give it a fucking day, man. Are you on like pain meds and shit right now? Now that's some pain medicine right there. Let's continue. Let's get out of here. Done with these fucking cops. Stephen Colbert's doing good. You seen this?
Really?
This guy, hoof. Stephen Colbert. This has been going all over Twitter.
Tell me more.
Look at the bags under this man's eyes.
Oh,
Look
shit.
at the exhaustion.
He's got Rogan
in this man's eyes.
bags.
I don't normally listen to these stupid QAnon fag accounts and their dumbass fucking theories about everything, some Q-related bullshit. But I do have to say this. A lot of people that saw this clip tonight are like, yo, he's worried about something. I want to see if he was on Epstein Island.
Oh, shit.
I'm saying he's probably a fucking probably a pedo and he's panicking. But I've been pointing this out for a long time. These people that wanted us to get vaxxed, these people that want us to just to do anything the big daddy government tells us to do, they all look miserable and unhappy and sick.
I know how numb we've become, but it's not normal. No other candidate for the presidency has ever had to pause his campaign to defend himself in multiple courts. And I would like to point out that in all 7 of his cases, no one doubts that he did these things.
I want to point out something. This is the opening monologue of the Late Show. Yeah. Remember the Late Show with David Letterman? This man picked up the fucking torch from David Letterman. And this is the opening monologue.
Dude.
We're just sitting around patiently waiting to find out if the wheels of justice will grind fast enough for there to be any consequences. And the media is covering it like it's any other political story, like it's all horse race.
Listen to the dead silence. Listen to the dead silence of that audience. Let me see. Can we get an old Letterman? Let's see.
He is a bullshitter. There's like no sincerity.
I want to find a nice.
And I'm not
Here we
saying that
go.
I'm
December
always
16th,
like, the best
1994.
at being.
Let's try this. Oh, God damn it. Fuck, this music's making me sad already.
You know, I'm a little bit.
From New York, the terrifying new
I'm
bestseller
already
from
sad.
the master of modern horror, it's The Late Show with David Letterman.
Who's the guest?
Tonight, Demi Moore,
Nice.
Stone Temple Pilots,
Nice.
Columbus Zoo director Jack Hanna.
Oh, we got a Jack Hanna coming.
Buddy Guy.
This is literally what it used to be. He had the best band in the business. He had the best show in the business. Let's just get to the monologue.
And the best hair.
Yeah, DV, I'm lucky enough that this was when I was around 12 years old. Well, I was 11 in 94, but I was just about to turn 12, 11, 12. Like 12, 13, 14 was when I started staying up late, listening to radio or watching late night TV. And like this fucking.
Good evening. Thank you very much. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much. Nice to have you here. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Dave Unplugged. Let me tell you something. I have a little something I want people to know about New York City. Do we have folks visiting from out of town? All right.
Yeah, your whole audience. That's.
Do we have folks visiting from in town?
They're all just here.
Do we have anybody who actually lives right here in the theater? Wouldn't that? Oh yeah.
See what I mean? It's so stupid.
But that's what's
people
good
are under the
about 'em,
impression that
right?
New Yorkers just don't
I
care
hope that's what he's
about people. Now, that's not true. Nothing could be farther from the truth. I'll give you a little case in point to illustrate what I'm talking about. Today, as I'm coming to work, I saw two complete strangers in New York City sharing a cab. It was an amazing sight. Yeah, the one guy, he had the wheels on the radio. The other guy had the seat in the engine. They were just divided up for sharing a cab.
I really missed out on some good television.
During this time of the year, a lot of people, God bless them, get depressed. I don't know why. Myself, this is my favorite time of the year, but a lot of people do get depressed. And as a result of that, the New York Department of Health has issued this warning, this little guideline. If you're thinking of jumping off a bridge, before you plunge into the Hudson, get yourself a hepatitis B shot.
Yes.
It's the only thing you can do.
Please.
Not so funny now, is it, sir? It was funny earlier, wasn't it? Yes.
Well, I'll put it this way: Stephen Colbert has basically been a 6-month-long Pfizer commercial. David Letterman, on the other hand, this is one of my favorite Letterman episodes of all time. This is from '88. This is before he was on CBS. So this was what was it called? Late Night. Oh no, this was Late Night. So this is the Late Show.
Miss America is really not the one from last year, but the new Miss America.
That's the one I missed.
Letterman did an entire episode of his show from the international terminal at the JFK airport.
What?
Hi, I'm Dave Letterman, and we're here at the Host International Dining Room at the International Arrival
I did catch a joke promoting vaccines in '94,
building
but at least it was funny.
The International Airport. And by the way, I think if I say the word international one more time, I get some kind of a trophy. Here's the deal. A couple of months ago, we thought it would be fun to do our show on a Friday before a vacation from the airport. And then right after the show, I would get on a plane and go off on some wildly romantic, exotic vacation. But it turned out that my travel plans fell through. And when they fell through, it was really too late to cancel the airport and the crew and so on
That bartender is so bad at taking direction.
and so forth. So we're stuck doing the show here at the airport, and we have really no reason to be here. I can tell you that Kennedy Airport was named for the actor George Kennedy for all the fine work he did in the movies Airport and
They're making him
Airport
redo it.
77. So hope
Oh
you
my
enjoy.
God, I've watched this episode 100 times and I've never noticed how bad the bartender is at this.
For tonight's show.
Sorry.
What the hell are you doing? You fill it up and then you drink it? Is that what happened? You know, even when I don't fly, I get a little nervous.
By the way, it was totally apple juice.
Very much.
From the International Arrivals Building at John F. Kennedy Airport.
What a fucking
a much
madman.
nicer place than the International Arrivals Building at Dan Quayle Airport. It's late night with
This show
David
is so
Letterman.
good.
Tonight at Sajak, people with large vegetables. And musician Rodney Crow.
Imagine flying around Christmas. Well, no, this was October. Could you imagine flying in '88, smoking in the airport, and then also the fucking Tonight Show, the late night show with fucking Letterman's and the
Plus, Paul Schaefer.
life was so much better.
And the world's most dangerous band. And now, a man who will actually be broadcasting tonight at the speed of sound, David Letterman.
You're literally in the fucking conference lounge.
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. You know, so far it looks like almost any talk show I've ever seen in Chicago. For some reason, it looks like a Chicago talk show. We're at the airport tonight, and we don't really need to be here, but we're having plenty of fun so far. This was kind of ugly, Paul. Did you see this earlier? Security jumped a passenger and wrestled him to the ground and took him away. He's been arrested. It's unfortunate. Yeah. He apparently had tried to pre-board a flight attendant.
This is so bad.
And look, if you look out,
By the way, this show is so awkward because nobody's there to see Letterman. It's literally an airport. It's the most awkward. Like, he's funny all night and the guests are funny, but it's literally just people traveling to and from the international airport.
actually an active jetway back there. These are international flights coming in from all over the globe. Is that right, Paul?
Absolutely, all over the globe.
And off in the distance, there's a plane landing over there in the distance. And on the other side of that, can you see
Who
the
the
control
fuck
tower?
thinks to do
That's pretty
something
interesting
like
over
that?
there. Wait a minute, that's odd. Do you see that fellow? It looks like it's a couple of guys slow
That's
dancing
amazing.
up there. Well, I suppose. You kids get away from there! This is just an example of the kind of fun you'll be having for the next 60 minutes.
He's miserable in this episode.
Dude, he's
So
he's
actually An
amazing.
active restaurant, an active jetway, and an active restaurant. Paul, did you see the World Series last night?
Yeah, I saw the end of it, yeah.
The Dodgers, of course, won, and I enjoyed the series a great deal. Let me ask you this. Did you notice this? At the very end, it's Vin Scully and Joe Garagiola, and they're,
I mean,
they're
if
wrapping
this is
things
him
up,
miserable,
and
he's
they're
still
very
doing
close. Their heads are very
a
close
good
together.
job.
And just before they rolled the credits, it looked to me like Vin reached over and kissed Joe on the forehead. Did you notice that?
It looked something like that to me. I was afraid. I blocked it out, though. I didn't want to think about it too much.
You were actually frightened.
I was frightened by that.
Although the audience,
Talk show I've ever seen in Chicago.
it is awkward. Like the audience is not
This is what I miss about
reacting.
watching That's what I'm fucking about. It's just him going, like, every other comedian loved doing callbacks of their best joke of the night. Letterman loved doing callbacks of a bomb.
Ha
So
That's
he came out
great.
and he bombed, and then he just, like, minutes later, every single Chicago talk show.
Hysterical.
Never even. That's brilliant. All back to Obama.
It's Friday night. Anything we ought to discuss before
thinks
we
of
leap into our
that?
viewer mail? Well, I have a stack here of airplane jokes if you want to hear more.
Yeah, well, you may need them.
You know what? I found out
need
that
'em.
frequent flyer market airlines will let you come out and sleep in an empty plane overnight.
Oh my god.
The bombing is the best.
It's a little like playing canasta here today. Isn't it?
Yeah.
He's bombing, and it's funnier than anything Colbert's done in 10 years.
Well, what a week. No, we don't want to do that one either.
I mean, I can't.
I have one right here. Interesting.
I can't
statistic.
say that he's
12 minutes
wrong.
A passenger on a commercial aircraft says to a flight attendant, "You call this crap coffee?"
Jesus Christ.
I may be doing a talk show in Chicago. Just by watching this show, you actually are entitled to 500 frequent flyer miles.
He's fucking.
Just about got Jen here, Paul.
Yeah.
We'll come back to those. We have a giant stack of airport jokes right here. And it's also do a top 10. We have a wonderful program. Do we?
All right, I'm gonna get to. He had
It's
Pat
like
Sajak
when
on.
they
Never realized Pat Sajak
had to
was
do
funny
those.
before.
2 million Americans every day of the week. 42
videos
million
in the air-
Americans see
in
this
the,
man work. Please welcome back to our program the host of
Was
the
it-
most successful game show.
Mr. Footpig said
In
this is
the,
bad, LOL. I know, but he did like he literally did this on like the best thing about Letterman was that he'd go like, "Yeah, I want to do a show from the airport."
In human history, the almost relentlessly genial.
The
Pat
idea of
Sajak.
just going for it is what's amazing.
Hi, Dad. It's an honor to be here.
Who the
Yeah,
fuck?
thank you very much.
Like who the fuck would think to do this? That's why it's
Looks like some
brilliant.
kind of like, hello, Chicago.
Mary
Welcome.
Fran
Yeah.
should come out and
Yeah.
co-host with you.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
That's why it's
Last time I
great.
saw you was, well, not quite a year ago, but in February at our big anniversary
That's right.
soiree.
Was that number 6? That was.
No.
Chuck Norris Gun Club said literally in an airport. Yeah, this episode was done at the international terminal at JFK.
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
It was number 6.
It's right. It was a fun. I
So nobody in the audience is there to see him.
appreciated being invited to the big party. You
Yeah.
showed up, which
Yeah.
was nice.
Well, I had a good
And,
time.
yeah. I learned a couple of things at your party. Number
For
one,
example?
don't spend too much time at Wendell's table. That's always
Well, sure,
good.
yeah,
It
that goes without
it gets
saying.
ugly very fast there. And the other thing was I kept running into GE executives. I don't know if you know this, but occasionally you will poke a little fun at them. They like it.
Well, that,
They
yeah.
say, "Did you hear Dave called us a pinhead?"
Yeah, I
And
know. They thought that was great fun.
They really
Well,
like
yeah, it happened as soon as I
They're
got
nice
there. Two guys, Robert Wright, the guy running the TV deal, and then Jack Welch, who was like chairman of the board or
Yeah.
something. And they couldn't. They were so excited. They were so happy, and of course they were drunk. But they said, "Oh, we just love it when you call us a pinhead." And I
Yeah.
thought, well,
Well, so
pretty much answers most of my questions.
But it was fun. It was fun.
How you been? You traveled this summer?
I did. I went to, speaking of international travel, I went to Russia.
Yeah.
I spent a couple of weeks in Moscow and Leningrad.
Was this just for pleasure? Just for your
Yeah,
own
I
interest?
had a little time off, and I thought that would be.
They're planes.
Yeah,
I've never
yeah,
flown.
it's terrible. First of all, they don't have, gateways to get onto your plane. You get on a, like a Jeep, and you'll go across
Yeah.
the field, and you march through a marsh, and you get.
Tony Gloss said, did he do shows from other? I know he didn't do the airport thing ever again because this one was a disaster. It is still better than anything this man's ever done. Pat Sajak was once the highest contender for the Tonight Show after Johnny left. That is slightly incorrect. That's slightly incorrect. Actually, Pat Sajak was the guy that Letterman replaced on CBS. Pat Sajak's representatives floated his name out to be one of Johnny Carson's successors, but the problem was Sajak was his CBS show was such a fucking disaster that nobody ever wanted to give him another talk show, which kind of sucks because, to be fair, I've gone back and I've watched an old episode of like Pat Sajak's late night show. He wasn't bad. He was actually pretty funny. He had good writers. He had a funny monologue. It was a decent show, but what fucking killed Pat Sajak was a black man by the name of Arsenio Hall. And it was fucking Arsenio was killing it. Arsenio was he was murdering it. And then what killed Arsenio was he was on Fox, and Fox didn't have a good distribution network. Like the other networks were networks, and Fox was like glorified being syndicated. So a lot of people, like in certain markets, just wouldn't, like the certain affiliates for Fox just wouldn't run Arsenio because it was like rural white areas and they just didn't have any black people. And they're like, well, you know, if you're not black, you don't want to watch Arsenio. But Arsenio was actually had mass appeal. And what killed him was they never had the right distribution. And then Letterman and Leno went to NBC and ABC, CBS, you know, whatever. And that just split everything. It just split the audience and it fucking killed Arsenio. But Arsenio was probably one of the best late night shows ever.
Excuse me.
Arsenio was ridiculous. Arsenio would have, you know, Tupac Shakur on. He would have like fucking Prince, Michael Jackson. Like he had all these black people, but then he would have like Macho Man and Hulk Hogan. He was a huge wrestling mark. Like for real. He had such a fucking love for pro wrestling. He would bring it, Easy-E, but then he would bring on Megadeth. Like Arsenio was one of those guys that was just like, yeah, fuck it, metal band, fucking pro wrestler, bring them on, dude. Like Arsenio is a great. It's really hard. Being a late night host that like can pretend to be interested in guests, which I think was one of Letterman's biggest weaknesses. He could be kind of snarky and very obviously he didn't give a fuck about his guests. Whereas Jay would fucking, you know, hey, what are you doing? What's happening? You know, and he could pretend to be interested, but Arsenio was genuinely interested in whoever was talking to. So you could be a pro wrestler. You could be fucking, like I said, it could be Easy-E.
That's interesting.
It could be anybody, and he'd be like, "Wow, dude, this is fucking interesting." Yeah, Arsenio having wrestlers on was the best. Let me see if we can do it. This man was my idol as a kid. And you know what? Me and Macho Man, while I may not be anything to the level of this man, we do have a lot in common. I used to do a lot of cocaine. I'm probably going to die of heart disease in Florida.
Wow.
You know, so we've got our fucking... We both hate Hulk Hogan.
Shout out.
Have a seat, sir.
Right here.
Okay, that's fine with me.
I'm the tower of power, too sweet to be sour. I'm funky like a monkey. Sky's the limit and space is the place.
Hello.
Check it out. Yeah.
We sitting now? Okay. Now, wait a minute. You got
Wait a minute.
Wait. A black boot, a white boot. Oh, you got your belt.
I'm not a racist.
No, I ain't never.
Where did that come from? I'm not a racist.
I'm telling you, man, these teas are gone, bro.
I'm not a racist.
These teas are gone, dude.
Where did that come from?
I understand. You know what?
Let live, Arsenio, man. Don't put me under the gun so quickly. Yeah.
Well, no. I was just gonna give you a compliment. I'm thinking you're probably the best dressed man in wrestling.
Well,
He was. There was no argument. There was no argument there.
Something. You know, I just think that I'm the conservative type, you know, like a wall.
The fact that Hulk Hogan got what he got, and this, like, trust me, I'm not crying for Macho Man. The man didn't die poor. The guy made a lot of fucking money, and he made a lot of that money with Hogan. But to this day, man, I just think that Macho Man was infinitely better than Hulk in every conceivable way. His fucking matches were better. His fucking personality was better. His outfits were better. His quotes were better. His promos were better.
Wall Street, Harvard, Yale, you know what I mean? No big thing. But if I go on a wild date, then I'll dress up, you know what I mean? But this is just kind of a relaxed type atmosphere, I figure.
Okay.
This is just.
Now, I called you.
Yeah.
Please agree with him because I'm close, okay?
He's in the danger zone.
Yes, indeed. You know, speaking of the danger zone, they told me you wouldn't like this, but
so you did it anyway.
No. This is it's the Ultimate Warrior doll.
Right.
And is it outselling your doll? Is that
Not
what
at all.
Oh, okay.
Why did you say that?
No, I just wondered. Somebody, I didn't get the proper information.
Right, you didn't. No.
It's not outselling your doll.
I didn't say that either. I'm just saying that I'm too hot to handle, too cold.
92, yeah. Ultimate Warrior was fucking. The Ultimate Warrior had like 1 year, maybe a year and a half, where he just printed money. And then after everybody saw like 2 Ultimate Warrior fucking matches, you were like, oh, yeah, this guy sucks.
Hold to hold, and whatever this guy here is, he's going to have to face me at Wembley Stadium in front of 83,000 people, and he's going to get beat because I'm the champion and he's not. No problem there, yeah.
Can you beat a guy who looks like that?
I think I got a size advantage on him right now.
Come on, dude.
Real little guy. You know what I mean? You know?
He was fucking natural, dude.
Ouch!
I apologize.
It's all right. Oh boy, it's good to have you back.
Thank you.
I called you mean and macho, but TV Guide called you a huge psychotic lizard. What did you think of that?
He was Jewish.
Those are accusations I haven't totally denied, but it kind of sounds sexual, so I'll roll with it, okay?
What kind of kid were you?
When I was a macho baby, a lot of people think that I just, took over, and just said, who's in charge?
Macho baby.
That wasn't the way it was at all. I was wild and I was shy at the same time. But I worked hard and I played hard. And I just want to tell all the kids out there, all the macho maniacs, to stay in school and say no to drugs. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
We'll take commercial. We'll be right back with Randy.
All right. So that's the show, huh?
R.I.P., bro.
Randy.
Oh, you are one of those faggots. Okay. See, I just
He's
thank
a
you for
fag.
questioning.
Randy, hey.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Prince video, stop that.
Brother, just rolling with the flow.
They need daddy's attention so fucking bad.
Now let me ask you a question about jumping around like that. You gotta get hurt a lot.
High risk maneuvers. What's what they are, yeah. But you never admit if you get hurt, yeah. Usually I put more injury on myself than the other guy, but that's okay because I'm stronger than my competition, so that's hip.
Yeah. Okay, your middle name.
That game said Jimmy Garvin had Precious. Yeah, and Terry Garvin had the Ring Boys.
Name is Macho, but I'm wondering if you ever cry. Has Macho Man ever cried?
Oh yeah.
Really?
It's okay for macho men to show every emotion available right there, because I've cried 1,000 times, I'm going to cry some more. But I've soared with the eagles and I've slithered with the snakes and I've been everywhere in between. And I'm going to tell you something right now. There's one guarantee in life, and that there are no guarantees. Yeah. And nobody.
Bro, imagine watching it got to a point where Arsenio was really cutting into fucking Carson's ratings because, the cigarette smoking Dean Martin days were kind of fading.
Likes a quitter. Nobody said life was easy. So if you get knocked down, take the standing 8 count, get back up and fight again. And you're a macho maniac. Dig it.
Wholesome.
You should have a rap
Or the
Foreshadowing.
Griggy.
I can handle that.
All right.
Now I'm going to ask you a
All right.
question, and
So that's where you
Wrap
got that
this up.
terrible idea.
Thank you for
I'm going
being
to ask
here,
it from over here.
and we'll talk soon.
Okay, there was a